So, do you like my lipstick? I put it on last night. This bitch is down. She's down. I slept in this. I've probably eaten in it as well. I just can't recall. Epps is getting the tire done, and then he's going to take the van and get the oil changed. And it hit me that I have not eaten today, so I could potentially go get blood work done. But at this point, I would not be able to get blood work done until probably like noon. Like after he gets home, I get ready, we get there, I get signed in, wait for all the people in front of me. That's a little too long for me. I can't go without like long periods of time without feeling absolutely insane. What the fuck? That was a giant piece of equipment. I was like, why does that sound so violently loud and big and scary? But I can't go long periods of time like letting myself get overly hungry because it makes me feel absolutely fucking insane. And my psychiatrist validated this by telling me that it releases, when you go too long without eating, it releases like stress hormones and shit. Yeah, but I have an appointment with my retinal specialist on the 28th. Man, the next couple of days are going to be fucking insane. But I can't go today and get my blood work. I'm going to have to go on Monday. It's going to take him, by the time that he gets done with the tire and the oil and he gets home and I get ready and we get there, it'll be like noon. I don't know about that. But also I tracked my package this morning that was supposed to be here today. And according to I thought it was UPS, it's FedEx website. It's still in New Mexico, which is the other side of the fucking country. So it's probably not going to be here today. Sometimes FedEx takes until like 11 a.m. to update their tracking. If it doesn't show up today, that's fine. It's not like going to be the end of the world or whatever. But, yeah, that's what's going on. I need to take my medicine because if I think I told you guys that like my sleep schedule's been super thrown off. I think the fact that I have been taking my medication later in the day because I've been sleeping longer is also making me stay up later, because I do have medications that I'm supposed to take first thing in the morning because they can keep you awake all day if you don't. So maybe I'm doing it to myself. I'm the bad energy. I'm the fucking bad vibes in the room. I was just hysterically crying. Oh my God, I still have eyebrows. I was just hysterically crying for like 20 minutes. And then I tried on this pair of pants that I found. And they fit. That's really cool. I gotta eat something to see if it'll help me chill the fuck out. I'm having Alfredo. Epps made me Alfredo. The kids just got home from school, and Dee's dad immediately showed up and picked him up for the weekend. But E's dad isn't going to be in town this weekend, so he's spending the whole weekend with us. And I just want to feel better. I'm hoping by eating I'll feel less crazy, but honestly, I've ate multiple times today, and there's only so much you can do about your uterus trying to ruin your life temporarily. So I'm at CVS because I have to get some Excedrin because I have a migraine and it will not fucking go away no matter what I do. And I Googled it. I was like, PMS migraines. And it said that that's a thing, but your PMS migraine usually starts like 2 days before you start your period and then goes away like 3 days after you start. I've had a constant migraine for like close to a week and a half. And at this point, it's just like, I don't think I should continue to shovel in Tylenol and ibuprofen when it's not really helping. And then at this point, sleeping's not really helping. And my doctor's think that he thinks that it's my eyes that are doing it. I think it's my genes that are doing it. Everybody else in my family gets migraines, and it took a while for them to start. It just feels wrong. It just feels scary. You know, right now it's right here, but it usually starts around my eyes and then goes to the back of my head. And I'm glad that it's not the ones that are like so bad that you can't move or you feel like you're gonna vomit. But it's like having this awful fucking headache that will not go away, but it's like the pressure is centered. You know what I mean? Also, there's shit all over my sweater, and I didn't realize it until I was walking out the door and was like, oh God, I get to go in public like this. I am just very much over it, and I do know, like, from watching my family and my friends and stuff get migraines, that Excedrin is pretty much the way to go. I can't keep taking Tylenol and ibuprofen the way that I have been. It can't be good for you, and I have a bad liver. It's definitely not good for me. So, yeah, I gotta try something. I mean, I've tried sleep, caffeine, hydrating, like it's not doing anything. And at this point, I don't think it's from PMS, though I'm sure PMS isn't helping. Yeah, I smell really good. That scared me for a minute. I was like, oh, I smell some flowers. It's me. I sprayed on some designer imposter Marc Jacobs Daisy. I bought it here. So I just tracked my FedEx package. I have to sit in my car and have a crisis for a couple of minutes before I leave it. I have problems with transitioning. I love being neurodivergent. But anyways, I just tracked my package. It didn't show up today. It's in Texas. And that's fine because I wasn't actually expecting it to arrive today. Killstar, I love ya, but their shipping usually sucks. It really does. Like I've had packages arrive from them in 2 or 3 days, but for the most part, probably 95% of the time, it takes 7 to 10 days. And I got a text message from FedEx saying that I had an updated delivery day of today when it was initially expected next Wednesday. I was like, there's no fucking way it's showing up 5 days early. What are you people on? And I was right. So I'm not disappointed or sad or anything like that because I kind of knew. I kind of knew it wasn't going to show up today. Like, Texas is on the other side of the damn country. It's in the deep south on the other side of the country. I'm clear over here in the north. Like, I knew that bitch was not showing up that quickly. I learned to stop paying for, like, rush shipping with them because it doesn't make any difference at all. I am absolutely busting into this stuff right here in the car because I cannot do this. You guys are super sideways. But there's people, I don't know if there was like a bike thing or something somewhere in town, because there's like people on bikes everywhere, and there was a lot of people in there buying like protein bars and water and like 5-hour energies. I'm wondering if there's like a thing. I got the Excedrin migraine rather than the Excedrin extra strength, which is usually what I get. Whenever I was drinking a lot, I would take Excedrin, and ow, God, look how little. There's only 24 of these, and it was fucking $8. So, how many milligrams? Wait, how many am I supposed to take? Where's the box? Okay, it says use. No, that's not what I want. Liver warning. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. How many do I take? I usually just shovel a bunch in, but like I said, my poor fucking liver over the last couple of days. Take 2 tablets with okay. My poor liver over the last several days was just the amount of shit I've been taking. Oh, don't you fucking dare. Oh, that hurt my ears. I don't even care. The last couple cans of this that I have bought, the tab has broken off when I'm trying to open the damn thing. So I was afraid that was going to happen. And then I was going to start crying again. I will have a second crying fit today. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys why I was crying. Because it's really stupid. It's it's so stupid. It's hilarious. Okay, I have to take this Excedrin. So the reason that I had a mental breakdown was basically because the secretary, you guys know how like a lot of my vlogs, I start them out and I'm like leaving an appointment or going to an appointment. Well, today I was going to an appointment at a place that I go to several times a week. And their secretary that I was like super comfortable with, didn't mind calling because I was just used to her. She was nice. I knew she didn't judge me. I had no problems calling, no problems going right up to her and asking her questions, everything like that. She quit. And she told me, I wish I had Facebook so I could fucking add her and get the tea, but she told me she quit because she couldn't stand her coworkers and her boss. She said, I can't do this anymore. And I was like, I get it. Like, I'm going to miss you so much, but I get it. You know, like I just quit my job because it was mentally bogging me down as well. And ever since she left, the way that the people that like the employees that have taken her shift have treated me like I'm subhuman. It's one of those situations like when you leave the room, you know they're talking about you. You know what I mean? Like you leave the room and you can just feel the fucking judgment, and it never felt like that before. And like like that in that field that you're in, that's not the fucking kind of air that you want to have around you. You know what I mean? Like that ain't it. That's not what you want to like radiate. But I went in today and I walked up and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm 5 minutes early. She's like, oh, you're fine. The girl that took over the secretary's job was so distracted by her phone and talking to people and just like not doing her job that she forgot to go back and let them know that I was there. And I ended up not getting to go back until my appointment should have been over and I should have been home by the time my appointment even started. And it's shitty because there's nowhere else that I can go in town. And it upset me so badly because it's like, I know that she knew that I was there. I'm impossible to miss. I had a giant fluffy black jacket on and I've got blue hair. You are not missing me. But she wouldn't quit, getting on her phone and talking to people. Like people kept coming up. Like there was a lady that was in there the entire time that I was there that was just standing at the counter talking to them. And I think she's training this girl because I've never seen her before. But the girl eventually looked at her and was like, did you like go let them know that she's ready? Like she's been here and it's past her appointment time. And she's like, oh no, sorry, I didn't. And then turns around and continues to talk for like 10 more minutes. And, I have PMS. So this did not sit right with me. But Epps and I also had plans. And because my appointment didn't start until I should have already been home. My appointment should have been over and I should have been home. And it didn't even start. We didn't get to do anything. And all I could think was this poor girl that came in behind me. I was like, you poor fucking thing. Hopefully you don't have any other appointments. Hopefully you don't have to go pick up a kid from school. Hopefully you didn't take your fucking hour lunch break to do this or your half-hour lunch break to do this. Like, you know what I mean? But it made me feel really stupid. It made me feel really fucking small. You know what? It's like, I know that you saw that I was there. It's impossible to not see me. But I didn't know how to bring it up. I knew that she knew that I was there. But it's just like the air in the room ever since the old secretary left that I hate it. Like, that feeling when you leave the room and you can tell that people are talking about you. It's that, but it's with like the other staff that I've been forced to interact with since she left, and it sucks. And normally I wouldn't care, but I have PMS. I would care about the whole like not even starting my appointment until way after it should have been over thing. That did upset me a lot. Epps and I were going to do something and I got forced to not be able to do it. I actually didn't even end up staying my whole session. I cut like probably the last 12 minutes, because I was like, I just want to go home. Like, I'm so upset. But I didn't tell him. Like, I was like, I wasn't like, I'm pissed off, so I want to go home. I was just like, I don't feel good. Like, I have PMS. I have a migraine. I just want to go home. And they're like, oh, okay. But I just got home and I just started to sob. And I was like, why is this upsetting me so badly? And of course, I snowballed. I started crying about other things. And yeah, I love being a woman, you know? It's 8 p.m. Look at it outside. Too bad it feels like shit. My Excedrin worked. It feels weird to not have my head hurt for the first time in 10 days. If you guys take nothing else from my existence, if you learn nothing else from me, it should be that if you don't feel good, you should take some fucking medicine and then you can feel better. Because I tend to not take medicine until I'm absolutely on the brink of like, I don't even know, because I lose my shit a lot. Like, I sob and cry and all that a lot. But it's like, I don't take medicine until I'm to the point that I'm fucking miserable. You know what I mean? Like, I allow myself to sit around and be fucking miserable before I'm like, oh, you know what would solve this? Taking 10 minutes of my life and going down the street and spending a little bit of money and getting medicine that could just make this all go away. It can make it all go away. I have been much better about it since I started YouTube, because if you guys didn't feel good, I would want you to take medicine. So I'm like, I'm going to treat myself the way that I would want the people around me to treat themselves and the people that watch me to treat themselves. But also, Epps got me a Nutella crepe and I want to eat it. They're so fucking sweet. They're so sweet they like hurt your teeth, but my God, do they hit the PMS spot. Oh my God. So I've been thinking about selling off a lot of my clothes so that I can use the money to buy different clothes that will fit me. And everything black that I have, I'm going to be sending it to Chloe, but I have a lot of stuff that's like red and green and purple and stuff like that. And I have a lot of shoes and stuff to get rid of. But I don't like Depop. I know that there are people who will defend Depop like it is their child, but I have not had any good experiences with them. In fact, every time that I have sold on Depop, I have done absolutely nothing but lose money. So I'm not debating it. I'm not debating it. I'm not arguing with anybody. I hate them. So I'm not using them. And I have been told that eBay is not much better in terms of like fees. I mean, I several times had people pay for shipping and then Depop refused to release the shipping label to me, and then they would blame it on PayPal, and PayPal would be like, what are you talking about? This was never an issue before. Like, their account's verified. Like, what do you mean, you know? So I'm just not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with the fees. I'm not dealing with the piss poor customer service. I'm not dealing with the people, you know, sliding in your DMs and being like, can you hold that for a couple of days? Because I get paid in like 3 days and I really, really want to buy it. I never learned my lesson with that shit. I would always do it for people and it would always bite me in the fucking ass. So if anybody knows any other sites, I looked into Poshmark, but I feel like it doesn't have the traffic to it that I need to sell my stuff. I feel like it doesn't have the audience that is kind of looking for the type of stuff that I am going to be selling, but I don't know much about it. And I don't know anybody that uses it either. So if anybody has any suggestions on places to go, I am open to them. But also, if you are one of those people that defends Depop like it's your child, like it's your pet, like it's your spouse, like, I don't care how good of an experience people have had on it. I've had nothing but bad experiences on Depop. I have had absolutely nothing but horrible experiences as a seller on Depop. I don't want to go back to it. I don't want to do it again. I feel like the only way to make money there is to charge out the ass for things. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to overcharge for things so that I can make a profit. I want to get rid of things and make room and make a little bit of money so that I can make afterpay payments on some clothes. You know what I mean? That's all that I want. It's not a business for me. It simply will be, let's make a little money so we can replenish our closet. You know what I mean? That's all that I want. So leave me alone about it. Leave me alone about it. I just really love when people invalidate your experiences because their experience was different. But I'm going to let you guys go because it's 8:30 and I feel all right. So I may export this and immediately start vlogging for tomorrow's vlog. D is with his dad all weekend. E's dad went out of town. So it's me, E, and Epps this weekend. And we'll have to get into something. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll thrift or something. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do my nails. My headache's gone. I got my shit right here to do my nails. Boy.